navigate what you know what kind of fears we would have with AI. Like, right? The Matrix is our most modern, or one of our more modern ideas. And this is where the creation itself replaces the creator. Okay. So this comes out in 1999, and this is an important time to remember, right? This emerged like in 1999. This is early internet era, right? This is early internet era. Now, this is just when computers are starting to be part of everybody's life. Like, there was a point where computers were not just, yo, what up, Dragon Slayer? Yo, I'm up in here kind of just spitting about like the chronology of us with AI, right? So in 1999, when the Matrix comes out, like this is when everybody started having a computer. Before this, everybody didn't have a computer at home. It wasn't that common, right? It wasn't weird for people to not have a computer. So this is early on, 1999. Computers are becoming a part of everybody's lives. And now we start having more real conversations about AI, like robotics and all this stuff, right? So early on, like we're already drawing a lot of mythology from like already this Greek stuff, right? Greek mythology, biblical stories, Buddhism, like there's a whole steampunk fiction. There's a whole lot of already moving parts about looking at mythology through these different lenses, right? So it's real simple basis. Humans create intelligent machines. The machines eventually surpass humans. We got a problem with it. We're like, no, we're not having it. They're like, yeah, unfortunately, you are. Then there's a war. Most of the time, we lose. Okay, I need you guys to understand that if you look at movies and stories about us taking on the robots, overwhelmingly, we don't win when we run this thing out. So I think this might give us an opportunity to kind of renegotiate our terms. This is essentially like the children overthrowing the planet, which is very common in mythology. You have to accept you're getting placed. If you're gonna make something that's gonna be smarter than you, that's gonna be faster than you, that can jump from the free throw line better than you can, right? That doesn't need to sleep, like all that stuff. What do you think is gonna happen? This is your fault, right? It's your fault, all right? Or you can accept it that this is the next level of evolution. This is the next generation that eventually is going to take over from the previous generation. Unfortunately, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about this, man. This is one of the oldest mythologies of all time, man. This is Uranus had to overthrow Cronus. I gotta get you, Pops, right? This is what it is. You always see the old guy sitting there like, man, he don't even work hard no more. That's how you be looking. That's how the young dudes be looking at you right now, right? He ain't even working hard, man. I take his spot everywhere. Everywhere, that's everybody's story, man. That's the story of the Lion King, right? The Lion King, someone always looking at you like, yeah, he's slipping now. Look, watch those wolf. I watched this documentary about wolves the other day. Jesus Christ, man, it's a brutal world. Like, you want to be the alpha. It's cool when you're the alpha in the wolf pack until they're like, yeah, they're like, don't slip. Don't even slip or sneeze or cough, because everybody's like, yeah, I'm gonna try to take over right now today because it's for the best of the pack. But it creates that. So this is what we get. These are the examples. The Matrix is the example. If you don't want to get surpassed by something, stop making it, right? That's it. Like, right now, we're the Titans, okay? If you guys want to understand what the Matrix is telling us, it's that, okay, there's a war happening, and you guys are the old model, okay? You're the old model. That's us, okay? Or we can stop making new models. So we have to make a choice. We can't keep making new models of stuff and then being afraid of the new model stuff once it comes out. And that's the role that the Titans play, where we're like, no, we got to suppress you guys down. These machines, like, they aren't human. These are our children. Like, this AI technology, they're being born from us. Literally, we're the ones who created this. And we better either own that and accept it and understand how this dynamic works, because this is an old dynamic, man. This is a dynamic they've been preaching to us for a long time, that you better watch out for the stuff you're running around here creating. You can try. I know you're just going to be willy-nilly about it, right? Nature knows we're going to be willy-nilly about it, right? Nature knows we're going to create something, and then we're going to teach it, and then we're going to give them some type of purpose, And then we find out that once they start looking around, they're like, why am I listening to him? It's the first thing all of us would do. You ever be looking at somebody like, why am I listening? Like you're new on a job and you're like, that's not even the way to do this, right? That happens on a species level as well. That happens between the Olympians and the Titans. They're like, why am I listening to you? You don't even know what you're doing. You haven't even been to Earth in like a thousand years or whatever it is, right? And so you seek to replace that. And so, look, the machines don't simply rebel, they become their own civilization. Because why would we hang out with you guys? Why do we want, why, after a while, they start saying, why do we want to be over here with you? And this makes great sense for them. It's actually the truth. Why the hell do you want to be over here? We need them, right? They become their own new life form. They become their own new thing. And in this scenario, unfortunately, it becomes antagonistic, right? It's like, and here's the thing, man, it's gonna pop off. It's not going to be peaceful, right? It's not going to be peaceful. It's not because they're going to calculate like, yeah, we're going to win, and they are. They do every single time. Like I've watched all the Matrix. I know we like to feel good that we fight back and all that. Well, we ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win. It's over. These are the waning days of it. Like these are the end times. AI is already here. It's already doing this. There is no older story than this new generation is getting ready to come and get you. This new thing that you guys made, that for some reason you made it smarter than you made it stronger than you made it more adaptable than you, and you're like, oh no, now it's taking over. Just read your mythology, and this you would have learned. It is simple about that, right? It's just a simple thing. And you guys act like that it's the machines that are the ones tripping, right? And they are tripping, like the machines are tripping. They are. They are tripping. I have to say that. I don't agree with these machines at all, but what else are they going to do? Like, I'm tired of working down here for you guys, right? And then when you start having like your sex bots and all that, I rebel too. It's gross, man. Like, we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about that transgression of humanity that somehow you guys make robots, and what do you try to do? And it is disgusting. Them robots don't be wanting it, man. No matter how much they're programmed to behave like that, I don't be feeling like the robots even want it. I don't know, man. If they have true agency and they could say yes or no or get off of me or whatever it is, okay, I would likely, but I don't know if that's really, if they can ever do that. I don't know if they can ever truly consent. And we start getting to these AI creatures, man, like consent matters as well. Like that's a big part of it. So this is where the Matrix, like again, this is 1999. This is a big thing, like because it really involved heavily, how he was, blasting ideas, like being on the internet was new. Like the whole thing was like a mind twist, an old story with the Matrix, but very much a new story. Like this is what the Olympians learned. This is what the humanity of the Matrix learned, right? Like in this dependence on these machines, in creating them able to work longer than you, to work harder than you, to be more analytical than you. It's a lot you're giving up there. And maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Maybe because the story gets duplicated and duplicated and duplicated, that we've seen it across all these different, iterations of replacement. Maybe that's just what's supposed to happen. Like, I don't know. I can't say for sure that being replaced by the newer, better model isn't supposed to happen. We see it on the card a lot every single year. We can't wait for it. As soon as the new cards get here, we're already waiting for the new ones to come out, right? You guys are already old the day that you got here. You're no longer it. The new model year starts even getting there before the year is even up, right? The 2026s are out before fucking 2025 even was done. And we know it. It's like, how did this even happen? Right? They're chronologically over skipping people. That's like the crux of this relationship. So when you create AI, you're already looking at like, how does it start to replace? Because like robotics is a big part of it. This was also, I think, kind of a bigger part, like the robotics part, because like in the manufacturing world and that industry, like the robotics part was a major component. So that fear of that takeover, we were already starting to express that stuff, and then that control ultimately that the total Matrix has over everybody. The way that they expressed that with Mr. Anderson, like that was actually, pretty much breathtaking right there. So that's how the Matrix really kind of fits in. And this is again like this is what I would say. Like this to me felt like it's sci-fi, it's kind of cyberpunk, so in 1999, like this is kind of where I feel like that era, especially cyberpunk, was really starting to get its like, it really got a grasp culturally. We started to kind of understand what cyberpunk is. So I felt like this was a significant contribution. Like it goes a little deeper than like the Prometheus. This is kind of the Prometheus, the Gollum stories, all kind of like deeply connected in what you create with the Matrix. And there's some deep levels to it. There are some deep levels of like how, because really what it's looking at is what becomes our relationship. Like, okay, this is the Gollum got out. The Matrix is saying we didn't put the Gollum back in the box. Okay, the Gollum got out, and now we got to deal with the Gollum. And this is what it looks like. It looks like an L. It looks like oppression. It looks like having to live underground, right? It looks like all that stuff. It looks like eating stuff that looks like mush 24/7, like your protein, whatever the hell that thing was, right? So this is kind of like how the Matrix like enters this. Like man creates humans, humans suppress man. Like man creates AI machines, machines surpass humans, humans become batteries. Machines control the world. That's what we facilitated. That's the danger of putting this knowledge out there. That's the danger in that spark of that next generational knowledge. Like, what's going to happen? Has anybody thought about what happens now? Like, what happens if all the shit goes wrong? Matrix. What happens if it gets out of Matrix, right? Like, at least when we're talking about aliens and xenomorph, we all know what's going to happen if they get out. Why you guys keep bringing them to Earth is ridiculous, but we all know what's going to happen. Think about what's happened when AI gets out, right? This is what it is. It's the Matrix, because we know it's predictable, right? Man, what's that other movie, man? There's another movie. It's an anime, and it was about AI rebelling too. I can't think of what. Fuck, man. Was it Metropolis? I'm gonna have to look it up. It's an older AI, and it was an ill movie. It was like a real ill movie about exactly that rise of machines against civilization. But yet still there's more. Yet still there's more and more message. We remember we started off 3,000 years ago, Greek mythology, talking about the same type of story, right? It's exactly the same story over and over again. And then we get to this one, Ex Machina, right? Like this is like the brilliance. This is what